Thank you so much for coming in. First of all, where'd you get that sweater?
It's Macro's merch. You can get it in the links down below.
Okay, I'll write that down. So tell me, what's wrong?
Macro can't stop speaking in third person. He just can't seem to stop.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Every time he thinks that he's about to do something, he just can't do it. It's all just he and Macro. It's so strange.
Where did this all begin?
Well, the other day Macro was on his computer and he saw an email sent to him. And the email was about a game called Rogue Company and they wanted to sponsor him. And he said, nah, this game doesn't look that good. And he just deleted the email. Didn't think twice about it. And then 2 weeks later, Rogue Company comes out. And he's surprised because the game looks good. And he sees a bunch of people on Twitch with drops enabled, drops enabled, drops enabled. And he's streaming this game because he enjoys it. And he doesn't even have drops enabled.
A stream without drops? Not a good thing. And you didn't secure the bag?
Exactly. He's upset that he didn't secure the bag.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, Macro, think of it this way. There is a bright side. Now you can make a video about this game, and nobody could think your opinion is invalid because you didn't take any money from the company.
Wait, that's a great idea. Macro can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Thank you so much.
Therapy works.
Rogue Company is a character-based third-person shooter developed by Hi-Rez Studios, the company behind Paladins and Realm Royale, which isn't the best bunch of games, but this one is a lot different in style. This is a 4v4 tactical shooter, like if Rainbow Six Siege and Fortnite had a baby. After you select your character and watch the dopest intro ever that never gets old, you go into a round with money to buy weapons, abilities, grenades, or a melee weapon, which I'll talk about later. Then you fly into the map. You'll get money after every round, more money for every down or elimination, and more if you win the round. Unlike CSGO or Valorant, whatever you buy, you keep until you switch sides. So even if you die with your gun, you'll get it back next round. When you get knocked, you can either bleed out. Hey Talon, do you want to give me a heal? No? Okay. Get instant killed, or your teammate can revive you, which will be indicated up here on the top if someone you knock gets revived. So finish your kills. In this game, you passively heal over time. There are currently 2 different modes, Strikeout and Demolition. So I will go over each starting with you and your team have 12 lives, or tickets, shared between all of you. So that means if your teammates keep dying and you're alive, it doesn't matter. Those lives are all gone. This also means you shouldn't just rush in alone either. Once you eliminate all enemies and they are out of tickets, you win the round. To ensure this game mode doesn't become a camp fest, there is a King of the Hill style objective that when uncontested for long enough, will lower the amount of tickets the enemy team has. And if the enemy team has no tickets and doesn't contest, they will lose the round. Between each round, you can buy more guns, gear, or abilities, and the first team to win 3 rounds wins the match. Make sense? Cool. This is the quote-unquote premier competitive mode, and it definitely feels that way. The maps and characters are more suited for this game type. You're either on attack or defense. The attackers win if they successfully plant the bomb and it explodes, or if they eliminate the enemy team. Defenders win if the attackers don't plant or you kill them all. It's like CSGO, Siege, or Valorant. Nothing too crazy here. As long as you have a second of time, you can plant or defuse the bomb. After 6 rounds, you'll switch sides.
We're attacking now.
And the first team to win 7 rounds wins it all. Although it feels so anticlimactic.
Mission's over. Nice and easy.
What? No music? No visuals? This feels so disappointing. What sets this game apart from its competitors, besides the third-person perspective, is how fast-paced it feels. And of course, the fact that you can dodge roll. But seriously though, what sets this game apart is definitely the rogues, who are either really cool looking, really boring looking, or really thick. So let's talk about The rogues all have a unique ability and passive ability. A lot of them share their choices of weaponry, gear, and perks, but the loadouts are each specific to them. These rogues can be most compared to the Rainbow Six Siege operators, who also have similar weaponry and gear. Some characters are stronger on defense or offense, some are great at flanking or area denial. Rogues may be better on some maps and worse on others, but in the end of the day, you'll have to pick the ones that fit your playstyle. So let's go over all of them real quick. Anvil. Can't be blinded, slowed, disoriented, or EMP'd, and can deploy a barricade. He's like if Orisa was the dude. Chalk. Can overheal for a bit or self-revive, and while downed, he's strong and can dodge roll. Dallas. Can snap to locate nearest enemy, and if he downs someone, he can snap again. Basically McCree and Bloodhound, aka McHound. Dima. He has a cluster grenade launcher, and downed enemies are revealed to your team. Glitch. He can detect enemy equipment through walls, and his scanner can tell you if enemies are near, and he can hack them and their equipment. Like Sombra, but so much cooler. Lancer. She can move fast without any sound, and when she dodge rolls, it reloads her ammo. It's kinda busted. Phantom. She is the only character at the moment with a sniper. Let's go.
No enemies remaining.
Let's go! Plus, she has a smoke grenade that reveals enemies, and shooting enemies delay their health regeneration. She's basically Widowmaker in a lot of ways. Ronin. She has a throwing knife that can kill enemies, but will stick to walls or the floor and act like a mine. And she is never revealed on the minimap. Saint. He can send a drone to res from anywhere in the map, and reviving teammates heals both of you. It's like Lifeline but better. Scorch. She can overheat her guns to make them do burn damage, and she is immune to burn damage from other Scorches or incendiary grenades. Talon. He has a radar dart like Hanzo that attaches to surfaces, and he can grab things from a distance, including the bomb. Trench. He's got barbed wires and double the amount of equipment. That's it. Vi. She creates clusters of poison that reduce enemy max health, and she gains health if this happens. So even if you like a character's design or their kit, if their gun doesn't suit your playstyle, it may not be meant to be. All rogues also come equipped with a melee weapon that makes your melee attacks do more damage, although your fists are pretty strong.
Go, get him.
Well done.
But the best part about these weapons is that you can throw them to instantly knock enemies.
Ow.
Oh, let's go! And you can pick these melee weapons back up, including your team's or enemies' melee weapons. It's like that knife throwing scene in John Wick. It's so stupid. I love it.
No.
You need more.
One mid. Middle.
Guys is getting the birds.
No enemies remaining. Well done.
Over the box! Over the box! Like I mentioned before, the 4v4 aspect and the buy system makes this game feel fast-paced with rounds going by quickly. The third-person genre is nice to see in this type of game. Holding corners is easy, and you have to play a lot safer than you would in first person. But since time to kill isn't instant, peeking doesn't feel like a death sentence. Plus, you can switch the angle you're looking down. The game doesn't feel like it's hard at all for newer people to try. Anybody who's played shooters before will get the hang of it quickly, especially if you came from Fortnite. The game is in beta, but when it's officially released, I don't know when exactly yet, it will be free to play on all platforms, and it already supports cross-platform, including the Switch. Right now, if you want to play, you'll need to get a beta drop or pay money. It's really up to you though. Also, the lobby music slaps, but it's only one song, so maybe they should add more? This game graphically looks kinda meh. Some compare it to a mobile game. It's not that bad, but it could be better. There is some balancing issues with weapons and abilities, some guns being too strong or weak, or some rogues just feeling like must picks already. There are a lot of glitches. Some are quite silly.
Yup.
Oh, what the what the hell?
Wait.
You saw that, right? While others are a bit annoying.
Use your primary attack on the training dummies.
Also, not being able to sell something that you accidentally bought kinda sucks. Let us sell things we didn't mean to buy. What's the point of the buy phase being this long? The flying in looks bad and is so pointless. Just let us spawn in the map. I understand that you can track the dive trails to see where your enemy might go, but the gliding animations look so bad it would just be better if it didn't exist. Not every character is free, so even if you got a beta drop, you will have to unlock them, similar to Apex Legends, which to some people may be fine because you can just keep playing and grinding and eventually get the characters, but the reality is if you want to get them immediately, you have to pay money to get them or grind a lot of hours. And some of these characters are quite strong, which can feel like it's pay to win. In Strikeout, there should be different maps. Since the maps are not symmetrical, sometimes one team clearly has an advantage over another. You can totally tell that these maps are balanced around Demolition and not Strikeout. So hopefully they can add more maps in general because there's only 7, and maybe some game specific maps. Really? You're AFK, bro? They need to allow people to leave if teammates left. Fighting 3v4 sucks, but we can't leave without receiving a penalty. Come on, Hi-Rez, be better. This game is still in beta, and more game modes, rogues, and cool cosmetics should be coming soon. But as a whole, is it worth your time? I think it's a fun take on the bomb planting genre, and a welcome competitor in the free-to-play shooter market. It's not the prettiest, but it can offer you and your friends a good time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dude.
So I'm gonna give this game a 7.5 out of 10. But what do you think? Did you like it? Hate it? Did you even play it? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, Macro is talking in third person again, so he'll catch you later. Ya noob!